Hello, I welcome you to another Friday tonic. You know, Fridays like this, I'm ready for the weekend, and I just love to talk on something that is so good, that is very important to our well being, to our life, to our enjoyment, to our development, to our progress. This is Learn an academy of knowledge economy. And my name is Josephine, the digital professor. On Tuesdays, I release videos on one of my core teachings, and I teach either philosophy of religion, theology, spiritual formation, and at times I might do book reviews. Those are the kind of things you will get to see on my channels on Tuesdays. But Fridays like this is a time of relaxation, a time of talking on jamming critical issues that are very, very important and essential to our well-being. We love relationships. We love good homes. We love unity. We love real bonding in relationship. So today, I'm going to discuss on the 5 essentials for a good relationship at home. Some of you might be passing through some difficulties in relationship. Some of you might be living with your spouse or somebody you live at home, like just tenants, not conducive enough, not interactive enough. So I want to share with you 5 essentials for a good relationship at home. Before I go into that, because you know I love to teach with PowerPoint presentation. Not because I cannot speak offhand, but because I love you and I don't want you to miss anything. So, as a teacher, I love to have something we call like bullet points. And those bullet points are put on PowerPoint so that you can see yourself. And you can take a paper, you can take a pen to jot down notes so that you can remind yourself of those important things. That is what this academy, Learn with Joes, is all about. It's an academy of knowledge economy for in-depth knowledge, in-depth understanding. So join me as I join Learn with Joes. You're welcome back. My name is Josephine, for those of you who are just joining me, and I anchor Learn with Joes. I'm your digital professor. Today is Friday, and I always share with you what I call Friday tonic. The Friday tonic today is on the 5 essentials for a good relationship, because I love you, and having a good relationship helps. It gives you happiness, it gives joy, it gives you stability, it gives you good health. When you have a friendly, conducive relationship at home, you'll be so happy. And when you're so happy, then you can overcome diseases, you can overcome sickness, because you will laugh quite often and you will enjoy yourself. So join me as I share your PowerPoint presentation. And please, you can take your pen, you can take your paper. It's going to be a very short video, but you will enjoy every little aspect of what I'm talking to you now. You can take your cup to drink, or take your popcorn to eat along, because it's a Friday tonic. You're here to just enjoy, to listen to me and be happy. So join me. I love that. Can you see the blossoming flowers? When you look at it, it makes me feel happy, and I'm sure you're happy. I love nature. That's why I love walking around. When I walk around on my daily basis, I look at the beauty of God, what God has made, all beautiful, all lovely. And that is what happens when you know the 5 essentials that you need to build a very good relationship at home. Every day will be a happy one for you. You'll be blossoming like these flowers are blossoming. The first, time. And I'm not just talking about knowing the time. Oh, what time is this? Oh, it's 8 o'clock. It's 9 o'clock. It's 10 o'clock. No. I'm not talking about that time. I'm talking about creating time. Any growth requires time. If you are going to get to know your family, it is necessary to spend time with them. Don't be a father or a mother who goes out in the morning before the children wakes up and comes back when they're on bed. Don't be a kind of parent that even weekend you cannot spend with your children. You will be somewhere again doing something. And don't be a kind of spouse that you find it difficult to spend quality time with your spouse, with the other spouse. If you're a husband, you find it difficult to spend quality time with your wife, rather, you will rather go out to spend it with your friends, drinking beer, having pepper soup, or doing all kind of things, rather than staying at home to spend quality time with your wife. Or don't be a kind of woman who will rather go chatting with friends rather than having quality time with your husband. Creating time for each other builds a very good relationship. Nothing beats it. Honestly, try it. I know you are busy. I know most people are in the rat race. And when you are in the rat race, you need to go out for economic empowerment, for financial enablement, to be able to take care of your family. But even amid this running around for financial empowerment, economic empowerment, create time, quality time to spend with your family. Is very, very important. It's the very first essential in building a good relationship. Communication. Some people have not learned the art of communicating effectively. You don't talk. Talking is different from communicating. In communication, you listen and you understand. That is, it's a win-win situation, kind of. You try to listen to others and you try to make yourself understand. Because when you communicate effectively, I believe as I'm presently communicating to you now, you are listening, you are welcoming, you are sensing, you are relaxing, you are understanding, you are trusting, you are pausing, you are observing. A lot of things go into communication. The transmission of thoughts from one person to another is necessary to build a good relationship. You cannot understand someone without listening to that person. It's only when you listen to that person talk that you can understand. Nor will you be understood yourself until you have been heard. Proper communication involves not only transmitting words, it also involves transmitting feelings. Hello? When you communicate effectively, you transmit just your thought. You do not transmit just your thoughts. You transmit even your feelings, your emotions. You understand each other. You are being heard and you are listening to the other person. Is very, very important. And that's the second essential in building a good relationship at home. Most of us parents, we like to shout down our children when they try to communicate to you about their feelings. You do not even give them the opportunity or the chance. You do not hear them out. When some children are being abused in school, or when some other sexual abuse, or either any other kind of abuse, it could be physical, it could be spiritual abuse, it could be emotional abuse, and such a child comes up thinking the mother or the father will listen and understand. They are afraid to even talk to you because you are not listening to them. As many times as they try to communicate their feelings to you, you are not listening. Communication is very essential in building a good relationship at home. The third, circumstances. You grow to know someone as you observe them in various circumstances. Learning how someone thinks is not easy. And even as married couple, you might not know yourself enough before your marriage. But it's circumstances when you are now married, you live together in the same house, you begin to understand yourself better. It takes difficult times together and enjoyed ones. One must remember that as couples, you come from different backgrounds. And that is why circumstances is another important, essential in growing relationship at home. The fourth, attitudes. In any relationship, your attitude is crucial because it determines your approach to any given circumstance. Attitudes of mutual respect are built on knowledge about each other. And this knowledge log contains likes, dislikes, failures, successes, and aspirations. A proper attitude is foundational for the growth of a solid relationship. You don't have to be proud within your relationship. You don't have to have an ego within your relationship. You don't need to record have a kind of a data or record of wrongs. You should wipe off the wrong slate of whatever thing, debts, every single day. Learn to forgive. Learn to understand. That is exactly the win-win situation. Learn to understand someone and you being understood back. So your attitudes matter. If you have this attitude of arrogance in your home, either to your spouse or to your children, you build a kind of gap that do not make any one of them get near or close to you. So attitude is another essential in building a solid foundation for solid relationship, for a bond that nothing can break, an everlasting love in the whole environment. Objectives. All too often, people begin with no objectives and no directions. The building of a relationship should be related to your life goal. And that is where most couples do not even see eye to eye. In picking a wife or picking a husband, before you even start having children, what is your life goal? Your partner, does he or she key in into that your life goal? And one must clearly define objectives for them to be attained. Because if you jungle your objectives, you don't have a clearly defined objective, then a lot of things will go wrong within that relationship. So it's time now for you to declare your life objectives and know your partner's life objective. So both of you together as parents can now map out objectives for your children. So that also is the fifth essential in building a strong relationship at home. Love in the home hangs on these 5 essentials. I want you all to have a loving home, and you can build your home on a solid relationship, on a solid foundation. You can build your home on love that no third party can break into. And that is the essence of lasting relationship. These 5 essentials that I've enumerated are so important. Please, couples, create time for yourself. Communicate effectively. Learn your objectives and goals so that you do not make any kind of mistake. Change your attitude. If your attitude to your partner seems to be arrogant or egoistic, try to change it. And you will know, with the 5 essentials I've enumerated, the love in your home will give you joy, will give you peace, and you will truly, truly enjoy your home. Have a wonderful weekend. I am Josephine, your digital professor. Join me on Tuesday. Thank you.